Hi guys.
Hi.
We're back. Another podcast episode of Two Little Black Girls.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Alicia. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe on our channel. There's the button below that says subscribe. Click it. And then also in the description, there are links to our Twitter and Instagram. So make sure you follow us and tweet at us and reply to us there.
Yes.
For today's episode 35, we got some good things lined up for you. We're continuing our thing to explore and do things. So we did quite a few things this week.
Yeah, we actually did.
And bought a couple things.
Yeah. A couple makeup related things.
Yeah. So you want to start, Kristen?
I will start. So Friday after work, I decided, just got paid. Why not pop in to Sephora and get something that I've had my eye on for quite a bit. So I went to Sephora and I went to the NARS section. NARS being one of my top 5 brands. And I got one of their dual intensity eyeshadows in the shade Subra, which they describe as a black orchid shade. It's basically like a dark brown, dark purple rather.
Yeah.
Like a deep purple
Maroonish.
color. Yeah. And when you put it on, the good thing about the dual intensity eyeshadows is that you can apply them dry or wet, which I guess you could do that with any eyeshadow really, but they specifically make it so that when you apply it dry and when you apply it wet, it has a different intensity level. So when I got home, I tried it on. And when I put it on wet, it definitely comes across like way more purple with a little shimmer. And then when I put it on dry, it more like blends into my skin tone. Like it's more like a
shimmer?
Like a neutral tone. Like you can see the little bit of purple, but it looks more like a neutral shade. Like something I could wear to work for like a casual daytime look that isn't too like intense, because when I go to work I don't like to wear intense eyeshadow. I usually wear this Makeup Forever maroonish reddish brown that kind of blends into my skin tone, so I feel like putting the Subra on dry it's like a good work look, and then putting it on wet is like a good nighttime look, so you can get that intense like. You
have the stuff to make your eyelids wet?
You just spray some water on your brush, and then you dip it in the eyeshadow.
I thought you meant, like, you know how some people put primer on their eye?
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to use primer. I used to use the e.l.f. primer. And that was good, but the thing with the e.l.f. primer is that it's this really intense shade of beige. It's almost the color of, like the lightest color of concealer. And then you rub it in, and then it kind of makes your eyelid white, and then when you put the eyeshadow over it, it looks, like, bright. So now I just use, like, concealer.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
it's just similar.
Yeah.
That's what I think, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, apparently primer just makes it stay on longer, but I feel like, one, I'm never out anywhere for it to be on. That needs to be on, like, for 12 hours, and I feel like the eyeshadow stays on for as long as I need it. I don't know if I need to invest in a primer, but people have different opinions.
Yeah. I don't use primer. I just use concealer if I use something.
Yeah, exactly. So I really like it. I really like their other shades too, but I don't know if I'm gonna indulge in the other shades.
Is it quite pricey?
It's normal NARS price. It's $29.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess.
That's like the NARS price.
Yeah.
I feel like most as they call high-end makeup is within like the $20 to $30 range.
Plus shadows and things will last for a really long time.
Because all the shadows I've never run out of a shadow yet.
Yeah.
So
I think they're
a good investment, especially if you want a broad range of shadows to choose from. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I bought. The other thing that I bought is I went to the new Mac store in Union Square. The one, for those of you who live in New York, there's a new Mac store that opened up right next to the Whole Foods in Union Square. It's like a small Mac
Yeah,
store.
small.
It's like
I
a
think
little...
most Mac stores are pretty small though.
Really?
There's one by Flatiron that's kind of small.
Oh, yeah. I don't really go to Mac that often. I don't know why. I think because I can't use my Sephora card there and get points. That's what I like. When I buy something, I like to get points for it.
Yeah,
So I can get,
sense.
you know,
get
a free
maximum
free something.
spending.
Yeah, exactly. So with Mac, you don't have that option. So it's like, oh, $16, but no 16 points towards my beauty rewards.
Yeah.
But yeah, but they have really good products that work on a variety of skin tones, and their stuff tends to be cheaper, even though it's known as like a high end brand. Their stuff is cheaper than the others. So I got a lip pencil in the shade Night Mouth, which is this very like dark brown shade.
Trends in Kristen's color.
Oh yeah. I love dark makeup. I don't know why. I love a good
dark browns and purples.
Yeah.
Deep,
and
deep
some golds.
Rich colors.
Yeah, I like deep, rich colors. I don't like light makeup. Like, you'll never see me in, like, a bright blue eyeshadow or anything like that. Like, that's that.
Would you wear a light purpley? Not lavender, but a brighter purple?
I'm trying to see how that works. Because, like, all my clothing is dark, too. So, if I have, like, dark clothing and then a light face.
You know, not like the whole face. You know, some people, like, you know, they do, like, a smoky light. You know, a color that's smoky.
Like a light shade with, like, a deep brown in the creases and the...
You know, like it could be that, or just, like, a purple smoky eye where you're using different shades of purple. And there's sort of bright elements to it, but it's, like, dark. That's just more intense. You know?
Could, like, sometimes I'll put, like, a little glitter in, like, this. I forgot what this is called.
Tear
duct. Yeah. But would I do a bright eye? I don't know. Maybe I need to venture into that. See how that would look. Maybe. So I really like it. At first I was unsure about it. Because usually when I buy lip pencils, it's to fill in my entire lip. So when I got home, I filled in my entire lip and I'm like, maybe this is too dark for like a full lip fill-in for me. But then yesterday night when we went out, I just used it to line my lip and go a little bit in further. And then I put NARS Scarlet Emptress, which is this deep red lipstick that I've had for ages, in the middle. And I kind of blended it a little bit, and it got like, it was like a little vampy lip. And so I thought that looked cute.
Ombre lip.
Ombre lip, yes! So I think if it's used like that, at least on me, like I really like how it looks like that. So, yeah.
Those are all the things you bought?
Yes. Oh, wait, I bought workout clothes.
You did?
Yeah, when I after I did my nails, I went to JCPenney, because, you know, it's MLK weekend, so everywhere has, like, big sales, and JCPenney, of course, always has a
decent
sale. So, like, when you walk by, all the workout clothes are in the front, and I was like, ooh, you know, because as you guys know, I'm doing ClassPass, and I'm like, ooh, let me get, you know, some workout clothes. I was like, I really only have, like, one workout pants and one
well, yeah,
shirt.
that makes sense.
Like,
but so that's some good, like,
yeah.
marketing. It's still a new year, so you gotta keep it right in the front window.
And everyone's gonna pass by and see. And they have some, like, really nice ones and some, like, some really nice colors. Everything was, like, more than half off. And the girl at the cashier was like, oh, you know, we have a free coupon online, so I got an extra 30% off on their sale. Yeah. So I got these gray spandex workout pants and then this, like, gray tank top that has the sports bra in it.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Do you know who it's by, or is it a random person?
I don't know. I could look, but it's all the way over there.
We'll put in description
whatever
later.
I'll put it in the description later. But I think there's only JCPenney has other brands. Yeah, I'll put the name of the brand in the description. But it's a very cute brand. Their stuff is nice. If you want to look cute when you go to the gym.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice outfit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about that thing right there?
Oh, yeah. So, I was telling Alicia, like, this weekend, I was, like, rummaging through my makeup collection, and I found a whole bunch of things that I haven't worn in a long time. So I found this lip gloss by Makeup for Forever. It's by their Lab Shine Meadow collection in color M8. It's this, like, shiny brown. This glittery, shiny brown. It makes a weird wet pop sound.
The suction is good.
The suction is crazy. And it's, it's like a gloss. A sticky gloss. It's in this, like, deep brown. When you put it on, depending on how much you put on, it will give your lip a little color. If you put a lot on, it will give your lip, like a medium tone brown color. Mm-hmm. If you just put on one application, it'll just give you like a clear gloss.
Okay.
So if you like buildable glosses, check this one out. I wonder if they still have this.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if they still make it. If it's called M8.
No, all Makeup Forever.
Oh yeah, they have a number. Yeah.
So.
But if they do still make it, it's an option for you guys to get.
Yeah, it's actually really nice, and I've had this definitely over a year. Maybe close to 2. Oh, they do have it. So, it lasts a long time.
Yeah, so I guess you should hop on that.
Yeah, so they do still have it. I don't think all the colors are still available, but check it out. $19. Oh, well, for $19, it should last me 2 years. Oh, they call this, the M8, a chrome brown. Yeah, definitely a chrome brown.
Yeah, it does come across chromey.
Yeah.
But, Makeup Forever is like a high quality brand too, so $19 isn't a stretch.
No, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot in there, last few fads. If you want to add a little gloss to your matte colors.
Yeah. Well, I too also ended up going to Sephora on Friday. I did not know Kristen was going to get stuff. But yeah, I was like, I really needed some new concealer because I use this NARS Caramel Concealer in the wand, and it looks like a lip gloss. But when I when I was putting it on, I was like, yeah, I'm literally at the end of this bottle. I need to go get some more. Mm-hmm. So I went to Sephora, and when I got there, they were all out of my color. And I was like, what? And then I spoke to an associate, and they were like, oh, let's check in the back, and they didn't have any. Aww. So they were like, you know what? We can probably order it to your apartment for free, and just like you'll get it in 3 days. And I was like, I kind of don't want to wait 3 days for a concealer, so can I find something else similar to NARS? So then I went on a trek throughout the store with the representatives who was trying to show me these cool things. So I ended up getting this Makeup Forever concealer. She said this will be the best one comparable to NARS because it's full cover. And it's also she's like, it's full cover, you don't need a lot of it to apply, and it like dries nicely, because she's like, the benefit of NARS, which I didn't realize, is that it dries on like it dries on like you put a powder over it when other foundations or concealers don't. So, but this one by Makeup Forever, she's like, it has the same sort of drying effect. And the color I have is 12 for the concealer. And it's also waterproof, and yeah, so far I like it. Like, they helped me pick a color that matched my skin tone and would look good, and so far I like it.
Yeah, I have that one as well. That one's really good.
The concealer?
Yeah, it's like thick, so you definitely don't need a lot of it.
Yeah, she's like, make sure you squeeze a little bit out when you apply it, because like it is it's full cover. Yeah, that's why it's so heavy.
Yeah, but it's good. Yeah.
So So far, I like it. Yeah, it's creamy, and then like it's in a little squeezable bottle. It has a little fine point, so you can just squeeze out a little drop on your like side of your hand and just start putting it in with. She told me to use a brush because she preferred a brush, but I have some brushes, so I was using that to start out. But I also kind of do some blending with my finger, so
yeah, which a lot of people do.
So yeah, so far I really like it. I'd recommend that if you go to some place to look for NARS concealer and they're out, go to Makeup Forever next. Then she's like, "Is there anything else I can help you with?" I was like, "As a matter of fact, do you know where I can find like a good pencil for brows, like for someone who wants to do brows but it's like beginner?" And then she's like, "Have you heard of Anastasia?" I was like, "No." And then she's like, "Let me show you." I probably heard of it. I just didn't realize what it was called.
Yeah, you probably have.
But yeah, so she took me over to the Anastasia booth in Sephora, and she did my brows for me, and it's a skinny brown pencil with the color I got was medium ash / medium brown, and it's Brow Wiz pencil. So one side has a little crayon pencil that you can like twist out to make longer, and the other side has a little spoolie so you can brush your brows. Basically, it helps you, like, it's a good pencil to help you do your brows a little precise and like make them look natural, and you have like more, I feel like you have a good control over it because of the color looks more realistic to like your tone if you're buying the right color for your hair and skin, if that makes any sense. But so far I really like the pencil. I don't remember how much it cost, but I do remember the full price tag when I paid for it. And then the last thing I got was a blush, because while I was there, she's like, "Anything else?" I was like, "Yeah, I could use a blush." I could have kept saying, I could use some eyeliner.
Yeah, some eyeshadow.
Mascara. But I was like, "No, that's enough." So I decided to stop at the blush, and she took me back to NARS. And if you guys don't know, the color of the year, Pantone's color of the year was Marsala, but just like this like deep, it's like your kind of palette, Kristen. It's like a deep purpley maroonish brown, and that's like the color of the year. So she's like, "There's this NARS palette that looks like that, and everyone's like obsessed with it." So I don't know what the color is called for NARS, but it's like, I think it's like something whimsical like, but they didn't have any more in stock. So I was like, darn it. And she was like, "Well, let's find something comparable." So we went to the Kat Von D collection, and she got me this color that's called Heartogram.
Called Duca. Right?
It might be. I don't remember what the color was called, but it was like something similar. So I ended up getting Kat Von D's Heartogram, and it's a nice blush. It's long lasting, and it applies really nicely. It's supposed to be like not too bright, but not too subtle either. It's like looks natural, so you have a nice little color. Because that's like, I want things that looks natural, not overdone. So yeah, I got this blush by Kat Von D, and so far I do like the color, how it applies. She's like, "I think it looks really good on you. You should get it." I was like, yeah, because she tried on a couple different blushes on my face, and then she was like, "This is the best one, I think, for you." I was like, but she's like, "Don't remember that you have other blushes underneath that one. That's why it's showing up as intense, but it won't be as intense when you like put it on just by itself."
Okay.
So yeah, I ended up getting that. So Heartogram, I like it, and if they're like, it looks really good on brown skin, they say. So, if you have brown skin, you can get it. Or if maybe you might not have brown skin, it still might look good on you.
Yeah, it still might depend on what kind of look you're going for.
Yeah, I think it might have been that one.
This Liberté.
Maybe that one, but
Liberté or Almeria.
It's one that's sold out.
Oh.
But yeah, those are the things I got from Sephora. So I highly recommend them right now. I've been wearing them for like the past 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, and so far doing the brows hasn't been that hard. Like I'm learning still, but I like the way it's coming out, and I like the blush and the concealer. So
Cool.
Top recommendations.
Can I say what makeup item I'm excited to come out with?
Sure.
Becca, which is another brand I really like, are coming out with a new concealer called Ultimate Coverage Concealing Cream. So, originally when I first started wearing concealer, there was a Becca concealer called Dual Coverage that came with like a medium and heavy coverage concealer in one little palette, and that used to be like my fave concealer. Mm-hmm. Then they discontinued it.
They have concealers like that come with a cream and a powder.
No, but like no, it was just it was like two different intensity levels of concealer in one thing, one for like medium coverage and one for full. And like the color just like matched me perfectly, and it was like my favorite concealer. And they discontinued it because they knew they were gonna come out with this. So hopefully maybe this will be just as good as the one I was using before. It's a little pricey, like all Becca items. Becca's actually like more expensive than like NARS and whatnot. I don't know why.
I don't remember seeing them in the Sephora.
They're not in every Sephora. They're in the one in Union Square. They're in the one in Times Square. I think they added them to the Herald Square one. Oh. They're not in the one in Chelsea.
Yeah, I just think I saw them in Soho.
Yeah, so they're not as big, but they're getting bigger, and they make amazing makeup for women of color, which is why I keep buying from them, because they just have shades that just look really good on me. That gold glitter eyeshadow I wore last night, that was from Becca in their eye tint line. Cool. And yeah, so we'll see how that is.
Yeah. The most priciest thing for me was my concealer from Makeup Forever. And it's the same price as the Becca concealer.
It was what?
$32.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that will last you a long time.
Yeah, because like all you need is a drop.
Yeah.
So it'll last for a really long time.
My thing, I couldn't wear it in the summer.
The
it was
concealer?
too light for my summer shade. I could only wear it in the winter.
What do you mean your summer shade?
Because like, you tan in the summer, so in the summer I'm darker, and then it looks too light on me. But then in the winter, it looks more blendable for me.
I think I don't tan that hard, so it should be okay.
Well, for me, it didn't work. I didn't like how it looked. But the NARS, I feel like I could wear throughout the year. The shade that it's in just works with me throughout the year. And so did the Becca. So we'll see how that goes.
But yeah, that's all I bought.
Yeah, that's all I bought.
Except for my Chipotle burrito that same night.
Oh, yeah. Oh wait, we bought burgers last night, but that's places we went.
Yeah.
So places we went.
Yeah.
So where did you go this week?
I went to this place near Midtown West, I want to say. Mm-hmm. It's called Pazza Note. And
Pazza Note.
It's an Italian little restaurant, bar, bistro, and this was really it was really popular that night. But they have 2-for-1 martinis for a happy hour special, and I think happy hour is like till 8:00 there. And they also have really good Italian food. So I was there for like a networking thing, but we ended up getting drinks. We had lychee martinis.
Ooh,
and it was pretty good. There wasn't a
martini.
lychee in there, but it was still good. And then we ended up having pizzas, and their pizzas are so delicious. It's like a margarita pizza. We both had margarita pizzas. They're like a large, thin crust margarita pizza. It's like at least like a foot long or something.
Really?
It's like a really big size. It's a nice, decent size. And like it was so delicious. Like it was just a basic plain cheese pizza, but with thin, crispy crust. It was super thin, but it just tasted really good. So
yummy.
And it wasn't really that expensive, like for the prices that were offered in that area. It wasn't that expensive. It was like 2 pizzas and 2 drinks, and they also gave like an appetizer of bread. So you know, I always love a good bread
with
some butter. Was
it warm?
It was a warm bread, and they had this interesting like orangey spread. I don't know what it was, but it was interesting. Yeah. Like maybe it had a little cheese to it or something. That was pretty cool.
Something Italiano.
So yeah, if you're into an Italian spot, I also Instagram a pic of their front board outside the restaurant. So if you're interested in going there, I definitely recommend. It's a nice, cute spot. It can get a bit loud to have conversations in, but I mean, if you're just like hanging with friends or you just want to chill at the bar and you're in like the Midtown, it's on like 56th and 7th, I believe, or 6th Avenue. So if you're on that side of the block or that side of the street, town, then I'd recommend going there, especially if you want Italian, because the person I was with was telling me that they have a great pasta and anything there that you get is really good. So yeah, I really did like that pizza though. I wish they delivered. That was a good pizza.
I mean, you could always go pick it up. Oh, they don't do takeout.
I don't think so. I didn't check, but I just remember thinking, oh, this pizza is really good. Like, I wasn't planning on eating there, but then she ordered pizza, so I'm like, I'm going to order too. I did have to pay the bill at the end. I was like, ugh. But that's the cost when it comes to networking.
Yeah.
But it was good, and I recommend going there, especially for Italian. Cool. I mean, if you're into Italian.
Cool.
Yeah, and then today I went to this brunch spot.
Oh, yes. Tell me about today.
I went to this brunch spot. It's pouring raining today, by the way, FYI.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go anywhere because it was pouring raining, but I was like, fine, I'll still go. By the way, this is a date.
Yeah.
So I went to this place called East End Kitchen, and it's literally on the East End. On 81st Street.
Wow.
So it was like all the way uptown.
Oh, wow.
It was a trek.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a trek.
Yeah.
Plus it was pouring and I didn't have an umbrella, so I was like, ugh, this is like a real trek.
What? How did you survive today without an umbrella?
I just have my hood.
I could have loaned you one. I have one right. I have an extra one.
Well, I made it.
Okay.
Anyways, I walked there and it's like this like nice little spot. It's like a bar restaurant spot. They serve brunch there, and they have a specialty drink called maple bacon bourbon something cocktail. So I tried it because it had the maple bacon apple thing, whatever it's called. It was pretty good. Like, I could still taste, like, the bourbon part to it, like, the stronger taste, but it was diluted with the flavor sweetness in there. So it's okay drink. It's not, like, the best drink ever, but I would have... It's alright. Yeah, it's alright. I could do with a mimosa.
Always have time for a mimosa.
Yeah, and then the atmosphere, didn't take a picture because I was on a date, but the atmosphere is really nice. It was, like... You can have conversation there. The food is pretty good. It did give me a little bit of a Williamsburg brunch spot vibe, the East End Kitchen spot. But it's nice, and like I bet if it was a nicer day, it would have been a better experience, like more cute, less soggy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I liked it. It's like basic American food. Okay. After that, we went to this place called the Penrose, which was very Williamsburg. Had like exposed brick. It was like this coffee bar shop, and they also served food. Okay. And it was also in the Upper East Side area, like on 81st or 82nd or something. And yeah, it has exposed brick. The layout is very Williamsburg, and like the waiters remind me of Williamsburg hipsters. And
like beards and like...
Beards, colorful pants, some girls that look a little like gothy dark.
Okay.
And yeah, it was a nice little spot, and I just got tea there, some green tea. The green tea was really nice. They give you your own little kettle when you ordered the tea, so that's nice.
That's cute.
I would definitely also recommend that spot to check out if you're in the Upper East Side and you want to have some coffee or tea. And they also serve food there, but I didn't have any food there, but probably good. It's probably good, but I don't know for sure. But yeah.
That's good.
Then those were the general places I went by myself. But
I want to hear more about this excursion.
Oh, the excursion? It was nice, like, pleasant person, the excursion. I mean, I don't know if I would want to go on a second date. Just, like, I think he wants to go on a second date, because it's like, oh, let's keep talking. Like, maybe we can go meet up again. And I was like, yeah, maybe, sure. But I see
Okay.
it more as like a friends thing. I didn't feel anything special on the date.
Blossom.
I don't know if I wanted to,
Oh,
but
okay.
I mean, it's fine. Like, he's a nice guy and everything.
Yeah.
Like, paid for everything.
Aww.
Very polite. Yeah,
It wasn't painful.
It wasn't painful. No, he was like very conversational, and I all I thought was I could see him being a friend, but I don't know if I could see anything else. Like, I might go on a second date just to try it, but I don't know. It was nice, but it wasn't anything. Oh my gosh! Like, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice little thing. Aside from it being rainy, I was like,
oh yeah,
I wanted to like go home.
Well, maybe that colored it.
It could have maybe.
No,
I don't know.
You're like that.
I just saw it more as a friendly situation.
Yeah. Well, at least you had a cute date. You went to some date spots on a date.
Yeah, I went to some date spots. The person paid for the date.
Yeah.
It wasn't just drinks. We got food.
Ooh, you got you got some free meals.
Yeah, and then he's like,
sounds
"Oh, next time we could like meet up and have dinner or something." And I was like,
"Yeah, yeah, let's get a free date."
No, that's not me. I don't go on dates getting free dinners.
I mean, times are rough.
I'm not trying to promote that about myself though. But yeah, it was a nice experience.
Okay,
I'll say that it's nice. He's a very nice guy.
Cute, and you know some new spots in the
Upper East Side,
where I feel like we don't spend a lot of time there, and there are a bunch of cute things.
Yeah, there's some cute things. More like a summertime thing to do.
Yeah. What I'm noticing about the Upper East Side, a lot of younger kids are moving there, like
because it's cheaper than to live in Midtown. Because I was looking in Upper East Side, you can get a decent apartment, a nice looking apartment, a nice building for like not crazy Lower East Side, Murray Hill prices.
Well, yeah, but still, like, I don't know, like the one girl I know who lives there spends too much.
The one apartment that me and my ex-coworker were going to like potentially get, it was 2 bedrooms, but it had a lot of space.
Yeah.
And it was $2,500 a month.
And that's like, yeah.
And
so that's like standard.
Yeah, it's standard, that's considered cheap. Because you're right off of like the 86th Street Express line.
Yeah.
So you're not too far away to get to like different places. Even though there is a lot of train construction.
A lot.
But
another place where I'm noticing people are moving is back to the Bronx, back to the North Bronx, where
really?
Where
I mean,
from?
Riverdale?
Well, no, like our Northeast Bronx, our part of the Bronx.
Okay.
Well, at least people that I work with, like one guy, he lives near Montefiore area, and like he basically pays my half of the rent for a 1-bedroom with a lot of space.
That's what you can get in the Bronx, though.
And his landlord, if you want a new stove, you can pick out what stove you want, and the landlord will just add like $10 to your monthly rent until you pay it off.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
I was like...
No, but that's how it is in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Because when I was first looking with you guys, my dad's like, why don't you want to go stay in the Bronx? You could have a place by yourself and it's much cheaper. Like, you could even buy a place in Parkchester and just like live there for cheap and rent out the other rooms and make money. I was like, yeah, that's true, but I'm so far away from everything.
Yeah,
that's the only downside.
The
that you're far
thing.
away from everything.
Yeah. And it would be different if, like, there were more things to do in the Bronx.
Yeah.
You know?
Like nightlife things to do.
Because there isn't that. It's like, but that's like what's keeping it cheap, but that's why I would want to move.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, we don't even do that many nightlife things.
But you know what? We don't, but the things that we do, we couldn't do in the Bronx either. Like, we like a nice dinner. We like, taking ambiance. We like to shop, and we're close to shopping.
Yeah, that's true.
So we are close to the things that we like to do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I like having the option of being able to, like, hey, I'm bored. I'm going to walk down the block and go pop in a bar or something.
Yeah, I'll go get a nice brunch.
Yeah. Which we need to renew.
Let's go tomorrow. I'm okay to brunch.
We can.
We can.
We'll decide and you guys will find out.
You'll find out. It'll be on next week's Things We Did.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are all the places that you went.
Yes, those are all the places I went by myself. Without you.
Oh, without me. All the places I went without you really is just the gym. So last week I talked about how I joined ClassPass because part of my New Year's resolution is to get out, do more things, you know, and going to the gym I think is a good thing to do. So on, was it Wednesday or? It was Wednesday. I went to my first ClassPass class. It was a bar class at Fit and Flow Yoga in Williamsburg, which is like off the Graham Avenue L train stop. So it was definitely an interesting experience. The yoga studio is really, really nice. It looks like, you know, the typical boutique rather, fitness studio. You walk in, everything's like very clean, well kept. You got some free water over here. They even had little like glass cups for you to drink from if you didn't bring your own bottle. They had free scrunchies and bobby pins in the bathroom.
So everything you could possibly need for
they had
workouts.
Free tea.
Yeah, that's good.
All of that. And then when you go into the studio, there are these metal bars that line the room, and behind the bars are windows. So for the first, I want to say 40 minutes of the class, you're doing bar. So you have both your hands on the bar straight, and you're doing different like Pilates motions while your hands are on the bar straight. So one thing I learned from this experience is that I'm not at all a graceful human being. It was very difficult.
What do you mean graceful?
Because like, you have to be in like a certain position the whole time you're doing the bar move. So your hands have to be straight on the bar, then your back has to be curved, which for them means your booty is popped out, and then your chest is popped frontwards.
Okay.
You're like that, and your arms are on the bar straight, and then
tension.
your legs are kicking like this and like this.
How are you kicking? Are you on the
one leg is kicking up, then the next one, and then there's moves where like your legs have to be all the way back, then you have to pull yourself to the bar, but you can't bend your arms. So I'm like this on the bar, my legs, I don't even remember how my legs were, but it was in some awkward position.
Are you like laying on the ground?
No, we're up. We're holding ourselves up by our legs, but our legs are in some position. Some like, I don't know if they were flat out or to the side, I don't remember. But she's like, okay, now pull yourself to the bar like push-ups. So I'm like confused. I'm like, I'm doing this because instinctually you're thinking, of course I'm gonna bend my arms to pull myself to the bar. She's like, no, your arms are straight. So then she positioned me, and then I'm like doing it. So you're like this. Your arms are straight, but you're like pulling yourself towards the bar, and it was just so
that sounds weird,
unnatural. But that's how they do it. And then you're like, and then there's like this portion where your arms are to the back on the bar, and your feet are away from the window, and you go into the different ballet foot positions, and then you're like going down, kind of doing squats. So your arms straight, your feet are in a ballet position, and you're like squatting.
Get some workout.
And I'm like, ugh.
I could see someone coming out with some tight abs out of that class.
Oh yeah. If you do that consistently, like, and you get to like position yourself correctly, then yeah, for sure. And then the last 20 minutes of the class was just like full cardio of like jumping and running, jumping with weights, jumping jacks, some other shit I can't even remember at this point, but just a lot of cardio that included a lot of jumping. That was really hard for me. But yeah, it was a good experience. That was my first time working out in like months. So I think I fared fairly well, given that I don't work out in general. So, but it was good. I really liked the studio, and I liked the instructor. I would say like the studio is a little small maybe for how many people are in the class, because at one point she was like, oh, I was gonna do burpees, but there's not enough space given how many people are in the class, and there was like there was like maybe 9 of us, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a smaller studio.
Yeah, Burmese, you gotta stretch out all over the floor.
Yeah,
you don't want someone smacked in the face.
Yeah, when we were like doing jumping jacks, especially with the weights, it was really tight in there. So everyone was kind of like, ooh,
yeah,
should
I extend all the way?
Yeah. So it is a little. That's like my only critique. It was the studio's a little small for how many people they schedule for a class. So, but it's really nice. So, then today I went to my second class. I went to, it's called Monster Cycle. It's in Soho off Lafayette. So way downtown in Soho. Apparently this studio is based off Lady Gaga's Monster album. So a lot of the decor is very like goth Gaga. That was like Gaga's goth phase. It's very goth Gaga.
By the way, where is she right now?
I don't know. I think she's doing like fashion shit now. I don't know. She's being Gaga. So yeah, so like again, it's a really, really nice studio. When you walk in, they already have your name written down next to a number. And the number is what bike that you're gonna ride when you get inside the class. And then to the left, they have a little juice bar, which for like $11 a pop, you can get you a smoothie or a juice,
a
green juice. And they have this little waiting area because when you go down the steps, they have the cycling studio, and then they have the yoga studio, and then they have the lockers. So whatever bike number they assign you to is whatever locker number you get.
Okay.
So I was number 27, so I got 27 lockers, 27 bike. So before you go down, there's this little waiting area that you can sit and wait for the other class to like finish up so you can get, your locker and stuff. Mm-hmm. Then you go down, they have the lockers, the bathrooms, the showers, and the studios. So when you walk inside the cycling studio, there's like 30 bikes in 4 rows. It's dark. You have to like position the bike yourself and strap yourself in. And me being a first timer and someone that really can't ride a bike in real life, like this was the hardest part for me. Like I had this girl help me. I was like, do you know how to do this? And she helped me.
You're supposed to have someone help you set your bike.
Well, I mean, the instructor came later and he like walked around helping people, but I already got this girl to help me. So I was so she helped me. She was like, yeah, your seat should be like about waist level, and I'm a little taller than you, and I do 10, so you're like maybe an 8 or so. And then but I put mine to a 6, and that was comfy. That was comfy.
You didn't get the full extent of the workout if you cheated.
No, I tried it at 8. It was too high. It was too high.
You sure that's just not you thinking it's too high and it's not supposed to be that
but
high?
I don't know because I don't ride bikes. I'm like, am I supposed to be leaning this? Because even at 6, to like hold on to the bar, I'm leaning down. Even at 6.
Well, I've only
so if I'm at
once,
8, I'm going to be like...
I'm not a spinning expert. I only did it once, but I remember they were like... The woman who set it up for me, she's like, yeah, it has to be like somewhere around your waist length or something.
Yeah, it was like right here.
But there is some stretching involved, like leaning.
Yeah, I was definitely stretching at 6 though.
Okay.
Especially like when you do the sit down moves, like it's real hard. Like again, I'm not used to bike seats. I find them uncomfy, so I'm like trying to position my bottom, and then like when you're doing it a lot, like you have to hold on to like different parts of the
bike handle.
The bike handles, depending on what you're doing to get like your balance. 6 was comfy.
Did you have resistance on it?
No, that's the thing. Okay, so I read that other places they put resistance on everyone's bike.
There's a knob or a thing that at the class that I took. There's a knob where you can adjust your resistance.
Is it like this knob here?
It was like, I think it was a knob it was in front. Because during different parts of the class, the instructor would say, okay, now bump up your resistance a notch or something like that.
See, he
or
didn't
take it
say
down.
That. He said resistance is in your heart. That's literally what he said. He was like, we're going to have level 0 resistance and level 10. and resistance, and you base your resistance level based on what's in your heart. So like during during different parts of the class, it'd be like, okay, I want you to calm down now. Be at like a level 4. And he's like, when the beat drops, rev up to a level 8. Come on, level 8.
You can't control it from your heart.
What you feel is a level 8.
No,
that's what you gotta
put. Resistance. Resistance in a bike is when it makes it feel like the bike has weights on it, so it's harder to pedal. How does your heart control how heavy your bike gets?
I don't know. And I was thinking that, I'm like, oh, I thought they just like automatically do it. And nobody, because I'm looking around the whole class. That's how I function in classes. I'm like, I need to make sure I'm doing everything right. So I'm looking, nobody is like adjusting their bike. And barely anyone looked at their heartbeat per measure because it's dark in there.
Yeah.
Right? So to see your little screen, you have to press the light button. And obviously it's dark, so you could see when people are pressing. Barely anyone was pressing it. Me, I'm pressing it. I'm like, okay, my heartbeat's supposed to be at 100. Let me make sure. Nobody's pressing to see where they're at. So I'm like, okay. Maybe they're just more advanced. Like, they know what they need to do to get there.
Maybe.
I don't know. Okay, so...
This place may or may not have resistance.
Maybe, because there is a little... Well, there's knobs all over. Maybe that knob is for that. Yeah. I didn't see anybody using it.
Yeah, so I'm like, this place may or may not have resistance on their bikes. But only time will tell. When Kristen goes back there again, you can talk to the instructor.
I'm going to another cycling class on Wednesday, yeah. So I'll see how they do things.
Okay.
And then I'll report back.
Okay.
But yo, that soundtrack was bumping. Like, that really put me in the mood. Like, big ups to them. They know how to pick a good workout soundtrack.
That's good, yeah. So music does help
or
change how a workout is going.
But as you can probably assume, being that he based his studio... Well, my instructor was the founder of the studio.
Oh, wow.
Fun fact. And you could definitely tell that... Well, it was like gay club music. A lot of techno,
electronic dance.
remixes,
cheer music, explosion.
A lot of Nicki was playing Bruno Mars, Jennifer Hudson's video when she's in like a drag club or something was playing.
Okay.
The new Madonna song, Illuminati. That was my favorite part of the workout when that song came out. That's a good song.
I haven't heard it.
I can't play it, but you should listen to it. It's good. So yeah, and I like that it was dark. I don't know.
Yeah, I think most cycle spots are dark. I don't know, maybe I'm lying. I only been to one cycle place, and that was a dark one.
Maybe they are, because I've read reviews for the place that I'm going on Wednesday, and people are like, yeah, it's in like this dark kind of basement feel thing.
Yeah, because I remember I was late to the class that I went to, and it was so dark. I was like, where am I supposed to sit? Like, I don't even know how I'm supposed to tie my shoe into this thing. It was so awkward. Okay. But an instructor saw me, or like a person who helps out saw me struggling and came over and adjusted my bike for me and strapped my shoe in.
Okay. Well, yeah, so it was fun. Yeah.
So obviously you're trying another one, so you liked it.
Yeah. And it was like an easier version of cardio. Maybe it's a version of cardio that I can do.
Yeah, biking is a little less intense. Mm-hmm. But if you're doing resistance, it might make it harder.
Yeah, maybe. He literally said, resistance is in your heart. What you feel is a 5.
That's not true. He must have meant, like, maybe what... I don't know, maybe like you set it however you want to set it yourself.
Because for him, he's like, your resting pace, your heartbeat should be 65 to 75. So that was kind of what I used to keep.
Yeah,
That's my 5, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That sounds fun.
It was fun. We'll see how the other classes go. I think I need to find a way to fit in 3 per week. Because I start French class on Sunday, next Sunday,
cool.
So I need to, like, look at my schedule more and see where I could fit in a 3rd class. So I'm doing 3 a week, not just 2.
Yeah, to get the most out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to, like,
3
assess.
times a week is good.
Yeah.
Especially for working out. If you're not doing anything, at least 3 times a week is good.
Okay. And that's the only place I went without you.
Yeah.
So last night,
Yeah.
Saturday night, we had plans to go downtown Manhattan.
To VOB.
To VOB Barn. So I was telling Alicia, the last 3 guys I've been on dates with, who are assorted versions of nerdy, of assorted ethnicities, all went to VOB Barn and liked it. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's some place I should check out. Maybe they have boys I like. Maybe it's a fun time. Because, like, when you look it up and when you read the Yelp reviews, it comes across as a little bit of a hood spot.
VOB. Just go to the website.
Just go to the website and take that in. So we've always been hesitant to go because we're like, oh, we don't want to get, like, pushed up on. We don't want to, like, be in that atmosphere. And they have a $5 cover. We try to stay clear of covers as best we can. But I'm like, okay, maybe it is a nice spot. They apparently play good music. So the plan was to go there.
Yeah.
Saturday night, but then
the plan changed a little. Because Kristen's like, me? Are we still going out? And I was like, I guess if you're still, I wasn't sure if you were bailing or not. She's like, no, we don't have to go. If you don't want to go, we don't have to. And then, as we usually do, I was like, no, I'll go. I should go out. She's like, you don't have to.
I don't want you to feel under duress.
No, if I didn't really want to go, I would be like, nah.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
I don't know.
I was like on the fence. Like, if you didn't go, I wasn't gonna make us go.
Oh,
but like,
no, I was ready.
Then until you changed your mind.
No, because then you put it in my mind.
No, I didn't. I said I'm gonna go. She comes out of the shower. She's like, oh, that whole exchange. I'm like, no, I'll go. And she's like, oh, okay. She closes her door. She's like, we're gonna leave at 9:30, right? Keep in mind it's like 8:50 when she tells me this. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going.
It was like 8:30.
It was like 8:50.
No, it wasn't.
So I go into my room and I start getting ready. Next thing I know, Kristen comes by my door, still in her robe. Oh, are you still going? I was like, what are you talking about? You said we were leaving at 9:30. I was getting dressed.
Okay. Anyways, so we got dressed. Put a full face on.
Yeah.
And
did our makeup, tried our new things that we bought at Sephora the day before.
And then, I don't even know how we came to just going to
We're like, it was cold outside.
Yeah, it was mad cold outside.
We felt a real breeze as soon as we opened our door.
Yeah, and the L train isn't running well this weekend.
Yeah.
We would have to, like, get off at Union Square and walk all the way to, like, the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
To Bowery even. Not even, like... And we were just like,
no,
let's just go closer.
Yeah.
Close to home. So we went to Bedford Ave, as usual.
Got off in Bedford.
Yeah. But with the goal of exploring, finding new spots that we can go to in the future.
Though, I like the way we explore because basically we look in windows, read the menu, and then keep walking.
Because the thing is, you can't just pop into a bar and sit. You gotta buy something.
You could pop in.
Can we? And not buy something?
Well, you mean you would want to if you're sitting right at the bar.
That's what I'm like.
That's what I find.
The future.
I think that's a funny way to explore,
for the future. But we found some nice spots.
That we said we should go to.
Okay, well, we're gonna go.
We don't even step foot inside. We don't even look out the window.
We'll do that. We could do that tomorrow. So we're gonna meet after this. We're gonna sort our life out. But last night we were just not, feeling it.
Yeah, we weren't really feeling it. Though. But we took a stroll.
We found places that we want to go,
like Juliet's,
which
French
is really
bistro.
Nice. That fish seafood bar place that looked poppin'.
Yeah, it was like right on the corner of what's that big street? Grand. I think it was Grand.
Roebling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that looked like another cool spot.
Then we found like a little Korea block.
Yeah, we found like a little Korea block with a bunch of Asian restaurants that Alicia really wants to get Korean barbecue because she never had it before, so we might pop over there.
Yes, and
we ended the night
like,
as usual with a burger.
I forgot how that came up. We were in were we outside?
We were looking at a menu for one of the spots in like the Asian corner. And you were like, I want a burger.
Oh, yeah. Because
I was like,
that plain deli-looking spot that looked like they served American sandwiches and things with that chili. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I saw burger on the menu. I was like, I could really go for a burger.
And I was like, yeah, let's get one. And then we yelped.
Yeah.
And then Dumont Burger popped up. And I remember people talking about Dumont Burger. So I was like, let's go. So we walked like a block up.
Yeah, we were like right there.
Yeah, we just happened to be there. And we got a burger. And it was really good.
It was a good burger. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It was a Dumont burger. I got the mini burger with cheddar. Kristen got the regular burger with Monterey.
With Monterey. And they give you 2 types of pickles. Yeah. My dream. Like
sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Onions and lettuce.
And mad condiments.
Yeah, a baggie full of condiments.
Yeah, their fries were good too.
I had their onion rings. They were more healthier onion rings, where like they're actual onions with a little fried around it. Okay. So I was kind of like, womp. I really wanted those like fast food onion
White Castle.
Rings. Yeah, those artificial onion rings.
You know you're not gonna get that ones, right?
I thought so, but I was wrong. But I mean, they weren't terrible, but they weren't like
what you were craving.
What I was craving.
Yeah,
but they were decent. They were good.
They look like they had some nice shakes. If we sat there, I would have got a shake.
Yeah,
sure.
I would have gotten a shake.
Yeah,
vanilla shake or something.
I want that boozy brownie.
Oh yeah, that also sounded good. There also was a maple bacon one too. Is that like a thing? Yeah, that's a
New York thing now.
Maple bacon wrap something. Oh. I think it's a thing. Okay. But yeah, that was a good spot. It's a small, tight spot. It's not like a little place that you would have like a restaurant. It's just like you kind of want to take it to go. There's like a small table, but it's like it was full when we got there.
There was like a family there.
Yeah, chilling out.
Yeah.
It's like a little black family having a meal.
Yeah, and they all got shakes. I was like, oh.
Yeah, they like tried every flavor. It looked like.
Yeah, and their portions are large.
Yeah. My little burger was pretty big, but it was just enough. Like I couldn't. I actually fell asleep pretty quickly after, so I couldn't like have a full stomach. I would have felt sick. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was good.
Yeah. Flavorful burger.
Yeah, we found some new spots to review.
Yeah, we decided we're gonna go to Videology again. Yes, like for one of their nights or something.
Yeah, because they have like different events every day, and we've enjoyed the previous events we've been to. So yeah, we're gonna go there more.
Yeah, so that was that Williamsburg night. Definitely recommend Dumont Burger and even Videology because we have been there. So definitely recommend going there. We're gonna go back.
Yeah,
and check out a couple other spots that we like pass. We always pass a couple spots along the way that we should try out. Like, was that taco place that we always keep passing?
Dos Taqueros?
I think so. One? You know the place that you were like, is that a bar? Is that a restaurant?
Oh, like Dos Toro.
Something like that. Yeah. So yeah, we'll try out some more spots and let you guys know. But that's it for the places we've been.
Yes.
Any new music? Anything you want to talk about?
Madonna Illuminati song. I really like that song. It sounds like, kind of classic Madonna, good clubby techno.
I can't believe she's still making music.
I know, and a good song. New to my Spotify playlist is, I think this artist is called Rye, or rather they're a group called Rye. Let me get it for you.
A group called Rye.
Where is this CD? Yes, RHYE. They have an album called, I think the album's called Woman. Yeah, it's like kind of, alt R&B is what they're calling it now, like in the vein of SZA, that kind of. So if you like SZA, The Weeknd, that kind of ambient R&B, you would probably like that. It's also a little indie. I don't know. Give it a listen and tell me what you think about it.
Cool.
I like No Type by Ray Sherman, which I just learned is eardrummers backwards. And
Really?
they're brothers.
Okay.
That is my jam. My ratchet jam of the year.
Ratchet jam of the year.
Yeah, and that's it for now.
I'm not listening to anything new. I'm just like listening to what everyone's listening to. So, this is not new. It's really old. You know, 7-Eleven, Beyonce song.
Oh yeah.
I like that song, even though it's literally she's talking about nothing.
Like yeah, but it's popping.
No, yeah, it's just like it's so funny. Like the song doesn't have like it makes no sense really. It's just like my hands are waving side to side, my foot's in the air. Like that's all she's saying. But I just love it so much. It's like catchy.
Speaking of Beyonce, I like Nicki's song "Feeling Myself," where Beyonce sings the hook.
Feeling Myself.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of that song with Miley Cyrus and that guy from Black Eyed Peas.
I don't know.
I think it's called Feel Myself too.
I'm thinking the Nicki Minaj Beyonce song.
will.i.am and Miley Cyrus and somebody else. It's so dumb.
I can imagine those two involved. It probably is. Yeah, that's pretty much all in terms of music.
Yeah, I haven't discovered anything new as of yet. But we'll see as time passes by.
Any new shows that you're watching?
I started watching the season's Shameless.
Oh yeah.
Which they're setting up a lot of stuff, I can tell. Like the first episode had a lot of little things. Like I was like, who is this guy that Fiona's building a pool with?
Yeah.
Like, spoiler alert.
This random old man. I mean, y'all should have watched episode 1 by now.
Yeah.
By the time this is up like 3 episodes.
Well, 2 episodes in. Probably. But like, yeah, like who is this old man? And then like, what's going on with why is Frank's daughter still around?
Yeah,
that blonde
I can't
one.
Stand her.
She's really annoying. Like
stand her
I'm
and
like,
Chucky.
Yeah, I'm like Joan. Like whatever Joan Cusack's character's name is. What's her name?
Something. Yeah.
I can't remember her name right
yeah.
now. But I'm like, get them out of your house.
Yes.
And then she tries, and then they break down her door because she changes the locks.
Well, I guess in that neighborhood you can't call the police.
Me good. There was Fiona's police guy friend. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah. That was her real boyfriend in real life too. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah. They were dating in real life.
Really?
Yeah. When the show first started, I remember reading that they were a couple. I don't know if they still are, but I remember that was her boyfriend.
Maybe he's doing something else. Interesting.
But yeah, and then like Kevin. Why does Kevin look like some rock man? Like why
they've been doing that to him since last season.
I know.
His hair's too long.
Are they? Is that a wig?
I feel like that's his hair.
Are they letting him grow it? I'm like, why would he grow it out that long?
And he looks cute with his hair short.
No, he's a good-looking guy when his hair, especially when his hair is cut short. The actor's name is, I think, Steve Howie.
Something.
And he was in Reba's, where I first remember
him.
Of
course. Of course.
Of course I watched Reba.
Anyway. No, Reba was good. Another show I watched with my mom. That was a good show.
But yeah, he looks good with short hair. Even with like semi-long hair, but not this like long rat tail like rocker chic.
Trying to make him look older.
He doesn't need to look that way. He's already super muscly.
Yeah.
Like and with the hair that like if he had left it at where it was last season, I wouldn't have minded. But now that it's like it's too long.
Maybe they're trying to show that they're disheveled because they got triplets and they can't manage.
Maybe that's the thing.
He's such a cute little dad.
Yeah. And then
so cute.
His girl though is not happening. Why do they have to make it so extra about her being a mother? Like Yeah.
They could
I feel like she
played
would
it
have known this
differently.
already. I mean, I guess she
Yeah.
might be suffering from sort of postpartum or something.
It could be, yeah.
Maybe that's their storyline they're going with, because I feel
Yeah.
like she would know, especially living with Fiona and dealing with Fiona and knowing all the stuff she has to go through with her siblings.
Yeah.
She would know what she was going to get into with the babies.
I feel like they're gonna make her the new manager of the bar, and Kev's gonna be like the stay-at-home dad.
They might. I think there's a whole dynamic. I'm worried
Yeah.
someone might cheat on somebody.
No!
That's what I'm worried. Because they don't seem together right now because of the babies. But they might get it together. I hope not.
Oh
That's
my
what I'm worried about. Because
God.
she's, like, not having it.
Yeah.
She's, like, has a hot, like, she always had an attitude. But,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
No.
I'm slightly worried, but it was only the first episode.
Yeah.
Who's to say where this could go? I'm just worried either Kev might meet someone on his Mommy and Me website.
Oh my
or, like,
God!
She might do something at the bar just because she's tired of Kevin being so good at being a dad.
No, that would make me sad.
But I hope not. Yeah.
I'm worried about Ian.
Yeah, Ian, yeah. He's having sex with everyone that, like, smiles at him.
Yeah.
He gets so many smiles.
I know, right?
Like, how many guys are interested in you, Ian?
That's a lot. He's
Yeah.
young.
Yeah. He's only 17
In real life.
in the show.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's advanced for a 17-year-old.
Well, I mean, they grow up quick in Southside Chicago.
I guess so.
And he was in the army.
Yeah, even though it was illegal. Like,
I
how did
know.
that get resolved?
I know, right? I just forgot all about that. And it was in Lip's name.
Yeah, like, how did that get resolved at all? I think they
dropped that
kind of
storyline.
addressed it a bit because they tracked him down at college. That's how they started tracking down Ian when they realized.
I think they would have been found him by now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a bizarre storyline that didn't.
Yeah.
Shameless is not true to life.
Yeah,
And
clearly.
they kind of leave some storylines open.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
a lot of things going on.
that's going on there.
Oh my God, Carl's voice dropped.
Oh.
he's done with puberty, or he's like done with the early stage of
Yeah.
puberty.
He's moving on.
Yeah.
Moving along.
I was like, oh my God.
I was like, why does he have this brace? Does he have like a back spina bifida or something?
No,
And then it's
he
just he
broke
broke
his
his
leg.
ankle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then Liam looks older. He
I
looks
know.
adorable. He's a cutie pie.
Aw.
And then Debbie, I don't know what Debbie's storyline's gonna be this year.
She's so hardened now.
Yeah, I wonder if she's still trying to lose her virginity or anything.
No, she's mad because those girls aren't talking to her.
Yeah. So that'll be stuff to explore there. And Liv, of course, he has the cutest storyline.
I know.
He's
of
like,
course.
I can't adjust to being in this new back at home compared to being
Yeah.
at college where everything was simpler. Like, he doesn't want to do drugs or hang out with his friends really,
No.
but he doesn't want to come across like some snob.
Yeah.
He's dealing with that inner turmoil.
I wonder how that's gonna go.
Hopefully his
He's gonna
girl
deal
still
with that.
texts him. I wanted her to text him back instantly.
Yeah. Maybe he'll go to Miami.
Yeah.
She'll be like, come on over.
But
She'll
they're
probably
like-
buy for his ticket.
Yeah, she's like, do you want to take my Beamer over the summer or whatever? And he's like, nah, I can't. It would be stripped or something.
Why is she like throwing? Well, I guess it's to make
She
her
wants to take
parents
care of
angry.
him too, but she likes him. She's like, are we still dating over the summer?
No, like she likes him, but then I feel like, remember that episode where
The parents came over for
yeah,
dinner.
it's like she does this thing where she takes all this money from them and
Well,
uses
yeah,
her
that's
parents' money to do
partly.
things. Yeah.
She's a spoiled rich girl to some extent, so that's
Yeah.
partly why she doesn't seem to care about money like that.
Yeah.
Like, she bought Lip his phone. Like, she pays
Yeah.
his bills. She offers to pay for things, and all the
Yeah.
time, like, it's nothing. Like,
Yeah.
she's one of those, like, those rich kids in college you come
Yeah.
across. You're like, okay, I didn't know people
Yeah.
had it like this.
Yeah. So
But-
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of interesting things to pop up
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
What else am I watching?
Parks and Recs.
Oh yeah, I just caught up today.
You saw it.
It's cute,
Yeah,
but you
it's
can
cute.
tell they're definitely trying to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Like, the
Yeah, like,
storylines
this is
they're
this is done.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is the last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's still cute.
How's Gotham going for you?
It's going pretty good. Just came back from break, so that episode was okay.
Did
it
How I
wasn't-
Get Away with Murder come back?
Oh, I didn't even look. I don't think so because I didn't see it on this list thing that I use to see if my shows are back. So I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think House of Cards comes back like first week of February.
Well, that's
what
quick.
I'm really, really, really excited for. Yeah. What else? Not really watching. Oh, Blackish, of course, still funny.
Yeah,
still
that's still
hilarious.
funny. Junior is too much, man.
He's like the best character.
I know. He's funny though, like,
Yeah.
but his character's just extreme.
He's an extreme nerd.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like
there's
extreme
no
black
self-awareness
nerd.
at all.
Like, he'll say huzzah. And I think he said it in an episode before.
Yes, Gaga, yes. He's someone I would like in real life.
Yeah, if he was your age.
like,
yeah.
he would be my type in real life.
Yeah. He's good.
But yeah, Mob Wives, of course, still watching that.
Mob Wives?
Mob Wives.
Yeah. I never watched that.
It's good this season.
Big Ange.
Big Ange.
That's all I know about Mob Wives.
Big Ange and what's her name? The crazy one? What's her name? Anywho, Big Ange is getting into it this week. Oh, the Celebrity Apprentice is back. It's actually really good this season.
I only saw the first episode. I'm way behind on that.
Yeah, Kenya and Brandy are warring.
Of course.
Interesting to watch.
Watching Mindy Project. Still watching Switched at Birth. That came back.
Oh, is that still a thing?
Yeah, it is. It came back.
That's season, 5?
I think, no, because their seasons are broken up. So, like,
Oh.
ABC normally does, like 12 episodes. It's still, like, and then they take, like, a 3-month break, and then another 12 episodes come out. So I think this is only season 3 or 4.
Oh, wow.
But-
Jeez.
But, yeah, they have a good roster of episodes. So that's back, and I'm still enjoying it. It's lots of drama. ABC
I can
drama.
imagine. I can imagine. Broad City is back.
I still haven't
Pretty
seen
good.
that.
It's good. You should watch it.
Jane the Virgin's coming back tomorrow.
Is it?
I'm excited for that.
When this season officially ends, I'll go back and watch all of them.
I don't think there have been that many episodes. Maybe like 6.
Oh, I don't want to get into it right now. I'd rather wait till it's like done and on Netflix, and I can just.
Probably won't be on Netflix for a bit. I mean, it's definitely going to be there because all the CW shows are on Netflix.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's all I'm really watching. Like, same things as always. Trying to find some new cool British shows, but we'll see.
You should watch Some Girls and My Mad Fat Diary.
That's on Netflix, right? Mad
What?
Fat Diary? No?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh.
But that's good. Some Girls I think you would really like. I feel like you would really like that.
I feel like either did you tell me about it or did my cousin tell me about it?
I don't know.
Oh.
Might have been both of us.
Yeah, possibly.
No, your cousin told us about Youngers.
Oh, okay.
You should watch that. I miss Youngers. Ugh.
I like British shows. Like, I get attached to them and they're gone.
I know. I don't think they like picked it up for season 3. I'm so pissed. Let me see. Actually,
I was watching Wolf Blood. That shit like
Wait. You told me.
It's so dumb.
If it's not coming back, I don't want to get invested.
There's like 3 seasons up on Netflix, and that's it. I haven't seen
What? Wait, what was this about again? Wolf?
It's like a teen wolf, but it takes place in Ireland.
Wolf blood.
But not
Let me
exactly.
see. Wolf. Oh, this is it?
Yes. It's like a teen wolf, but it's not really. It's so kind of dumb.
And this got 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Okay.
The I don't know. The main guy, I think I talked about this show once before. But like he looks like a little bit like a faux Bieber.
Okay, let me put this in my list so I'll know to come back.
Eventually. That's
Yeah.
no rush. No rush on that. I'm still also waiting for Le Revenant. Like, it's the Return,
I
the
need
French.
to watch that.
The French one, season 2, like, it's taking them, like, 2 years just to make season 2. I'm like, how long is it gonna take? But I really like the first season.
Yeah. I'm, like, 2 eps in. I should go back to watching that.
I need to get some more French shows on my list so I can practice my French and listening
you
again.
can practice with me. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all that I know of.
Yeah, so
Well,
we will see you
next week,
where hopefully we've gone to some of these places we've checked out.
And the potential brunch or whatever.
Potential brunch or whatever. I might go see Selma. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But there'll definitely be stuff to talk about and listen to. So leave us comments if you feel like you have something to say. If not, you can just say hi.
You can say what's up.
You say, whatever you want to say, hey there, and we'll be like, hi. But yeah, leave us comments, and we'll be back next week with episode 36. Hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Bye.
Bye.